Hello, hello, and welcome back. Hopefully it's the 15th because we're reading Proverbs chapter 15 in our Proverbs challenge where we read a chapter of Proverbs every day. So Proverbs chapter 15, we're halfway through the month. I'm hoping it's been a blessed month for you, whatever month that you're listening to this in. I pray that the Father gives you a passion and a desire, a hunger and thirst for His Word, that all you want to do is devour it. You want to get into it and just read and learn and be instructed. This is my prayer for everyone who comes across this video. And I'm just so thankful that the Father has brought you here and that you can share with me in the reading of His Word. So, Proverbs chapter 15, a soft answer turns away wrath, but harsh words stir up displeasure. The tongue of the wise makes knowledge good, but the mouth of fools pours out foolishness. The eyes of Yahuah are in every place, watching the evil and the good. A healing tongue is the tree of life, but perverseness in it crushes the spirit. A fool despises his father's discipline, but he who heeds reproof is clever. The household of the righteous is a great treasure, but in the income of the wrong is trouble. The lips of the wise scatter knowledge, but the heart of fools is not so. The slaughtering of the wrong one is an abomination to Yahuah, but the prayer of the straight is his delight. The way of the wrong one is an abomination to Yahuah, but he loves him who pursues righteousness. Discipline is grievous to him who forsakes the way. He who hates reproof dies. Sheol and destruction are before Yahuah. How much more the hearts of the sons of men? A scoffer does not love his reprover, nor does he go to the wise. A glad heart makes a good face, but a sorrow of heart the spirit is stricken. The heart of the understanding one seeks knowledge, but the mouth of fools feeds on folly. All the days of the afflicted are evil, but gladness of heart is a continual feast. Better is a little with the fear of Yahuah than great treasure with trouble. Better is a meal of vegetables where love is than a fatted calf with hatred. A man of wrath stirs up strife, but he who is patient appeases strife. The way of the lazy one is like a hedge of thorns, but the way of the straight is a highway. A wise son makes a father glad, but a foolish man despises his mother. Folly is joy to one lacking heart, but a man of understanding walks straight. Without counsel, plans go wrong, but by great counselors they are established. A man has joy by the answer of his mouth, and how good is a word spoken in its season. The path of life is upward for the wise, to turn away from Sheol below. Yahuah tears down the house of the proud, and he sets up the boundary of the widow. Evil thoughts are an abomination to Yahuah, but pleasant words are clean. He who is greedy for gain troubles his own house, but he who hates bribes lives. The heart of the righteous ponders how to answer, but the mouth of the wrong pours out evil. Yahuah is far from the wrong ones, but he hears the prayers of the righteous. The light of the eyes rejoices the heart. A good report gives marrow to the bones. An ear that hears the reproof of life does dwell among the wise. He who ignores discipline hates himself, but he who listens to reproof gets understanding. The fear of Yahuah is the discipline of wisdom, and before esteem is humility. So I hope this blessed you. This is halfway through the month, and if you've just jumped in and you're wondering at the word Yahuah, me calling him Yahuah, I read a translation called the Scriptures, and it replaces. Do you know that the Father's name, Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh, Yahuah, YHWH, was replaced almost 6,000 times in the Bible. His name appeared 6,000 times, almost 6,000 times in our Bibles. And when the tribe of Judah, I'm pretty sure it was the tribe of Judah, when they were taken, when they were under Greece and Rome rule, they instituted a thing called the ineffable name doctrine, where it was the tribe of Judah, where they made it where you did not say the Father's name. And you didn't say it and you didn't write it, because their oppressors, their captors, the Greeks and the Romans, were mocking his name. And so they made it to where they didn't say his name. So then when they wrote the scriptures out, they would not put his name in. And then when King James commissioned the King James Bible, they used the same ineffable name doctrine and replaced his name with the words Lord and God. And those are not names, those are titles. A Lord is like, like in Europe, where, Lord, they use, it's someone of esteem. God, there's many gods. There's Zeus, there's Apollo, there's all the different Ra, there's all the different gods, but that's a title. And so I think, there's so many places in the word where it says, call on my name, rejoice in my name, so many things about his name. But then when they've removed his name, how are we able to do that? Even in the very beginning, where he says, to not make his name for naught, not to take his name in vain. If we don't know his name, how are we able to do the things that he's required and requested us to do in his word? So I choose to read a version, a translation that has replaced his name. And beings that what we do know, because there's been a lot lost over time, we do know YHWH. In Hebrew, it was the letter Yod, the letter He, the letter Vav, and the letter He. Those are the Hebrew letters for his name. There were no vowels, and so we're left to try to figure out what those vowels are. And one day when we are dwelling with him, and we will know his true name. But until then, some call him Yahuah, some call him Yahweh, some call him Yahovah, some call him Jehovah. The letter J actually didn't even exist in the until like the 600s. So J, so even Jesus, the name Jesus, it can't, because the letter J didn't even exist back then. So I personally, I call him Yahuah, and it's nothing to cause division over, and it's, we're doing our best until the day he comes and sets us all completely straight. Then we'll know for sure. I call him Yahuah, and I call his son, sometimes it's Yeshua, other times it's Yahusha. I'm leaning more towards Yahusha, because Yahuah, Yah, Y-A-H, Yahuah, and Yahusha, Y-A-H, Husha, and that means Yah saves. Yah is salvation, which is Yahuah, Yeshua, as most people know him as Jesus. So anyway, in case you were confused as to, actually, I was just having a conversation the other day, and they were like, well, you posted Yahuah, and I didn't know what that meant. And so, I want to clarify that is his name, the name of the Creator, the Almighty, Yahuah Elohim. Elohim means our God. Yahuah Elohim, Yahuah God, the Creator of the universe, our Father. So hope that clears it up. Be blessed. Hope to see you again tomorrow. This one went a little long. I apologize, but I just wanted to clarify. Have a beautiful time, beautiful day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.